Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Hi. So my question is, do I sell my home to get out of debt and a bad marriage?
Maybe.
Wow.
Tell us more.
Yeah. So I got married less than a year ago. I didn't know I was going to be emotional. I got married less than a year ago, and I came to the marriage with debt.
Okay.
I have about $91,000 of debt. That is not including the home. My home is worth about $180,000 positive, so I have $180 in equity.
Okay.
My marriage has gotten progressively more toxic to the point of verbal threats of harm. It's already been emotionally and verbally abusive, but now there are threats of harm. So my question is, would it be a good idea to sell my home, to start over from scratch financially, and to get out of this marriage?
Well, let's start with the most important thing first, which is getting into a safe place and out of this marriage. That's thing number one. Do you have a plan in place that you're able to put into action immediately?
There's somewhere I could go. I could always go to my mom's house.
Yeah, you
because
should.
we live together. I could always go to my mom's house. I don't have a plan. I'm just confused at this point.
I do think you need to go to your mom's house, because any man that would make a threat to physically harm you, you can't stay there tonight.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This was not what you pictured when you said, I do. No one pictures that, right?
No.
Okay. Deep breath for both of us. All right. You're going to mom's house tonight, and we're going to come up with a plan that you can move out, be on your own, and feel like you have some confidence. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about what you're earning. What are you bringing in every month?
As little as $6,000. I'm in commissions.
Okay.
I get paid commission, so as little as $6,000, as much as 10.
Okay. 6 to 10.
What do you do?
Car sales.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good job. All right. So can you kind of go through this $91,000 of debt with me, just so I can get a handle on what it is? Can you kind of itemize it for me?
Yeah. So around $50,000 in student loans, about $10,000 in a personal loan, 50 student loans, 10,000 personal loans, $6,000 on a car.
Okay.
And 25 on credit cards.
Okay.
25,000 or 2,500?
Thousand.
Okay.
Haven't made great choices on.
Is this in your name or his name? Both of your names?
This is the debt I brought.
Okay. And do you guys currently share your finances? Like, are you sharing bank accounts? Are you sharing that sort of thing?
Not anymore. We tried the Financial Peace University. As soon as it came time to put it in act, he immediately put our joint account in the negative. So I don't contribute to that account anymore.
Okay. So for all intents and purposes, you're separate.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So tell me about the living situation. Are you guys renters? Do you own a house together? Tell me about that.
He owns his own home, which he's renting out. And I own my own home that we live in.
Which is the one you told us you had the equity in.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's your home.
Yeah.
So you can, it's when I say it's as easy, it's not easy, but you can ask him to move out.
Right.
Okay. So head back around this. Okay. So what about savings? Do you have any savings?
No. I'm in a financial distress, which I haven't experienced since I was very young.
Okay.
And to be married and experiencing it now is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you behind on anything?
No.
Okay.
No, I had to think about that for a second. No, everything's current.
Okay, that's a good place. So the good news is in this way, you're not really beholden to anybody. You're not dependent in the way that this is his house, or you have a level of independence here that's, in this case, good. And at this point, really, it's just, if you're talking about the financial side, it's you walking the baby steps like anybody else. The good news is I think you have a good income. Obviously it's better when you make $10,000 in a month, but there might be the situation where you can add to that in side hustles. Do you have any children, or do you guys have any kids together?
No kids together. I have a child in college, and I'm paying for him to breathe.
Okay. Okay. But no little kids, nobody at home that needs your time. So for you, the name of the game, I mean, it's twofold, just like we would tell anybody else. We're looking for ways to get the income up, whether that's you side hustling, maybe you can take on more time at the dealership, whatever that looks like that makes sense for you. And then it's bringing the expenses down. So that's what we're looking at. And at the end of the day, we're taking these debts smallest to largest, right, Ken? I mean, $6,000 car first.
Yeah, absolutely. So you get some momentum. But I think in conjunction with what's going on here, I think because you own the home that you guys are currently living in, I think we got to play serious with this guy. And I think you have to say, you're never going to threaten me again, or I'm calling the authorities. I'm going to my mom's house until you move out. And this can all be pressed pause on if you agree to go to counseling. But at this point, when a man threatens you, I think he's gone way too far, and I would call him out on it and say, never again. You made your last threat. Now, if you want to go get some therapy and you want to, we can sit down with a professional where you feel safe. But I agree with what Jade said, but I would let him know that I'm moving to protect myself, and I'm giving you X amount of days to get all your stuff out. And the next time I see you, we'll be in divorce proceedings, unless you're willing to sit down and try to rescue this marriage, because I always loved the idea of, let's try that. We'll see if this guy's the real deal when you come to that. But I think at this point, you have to play hardball with him and say, this is my home. I'm in debt. As you said, I'm in financial distress. So in this case, Jade, answering the initial question, I don't think you have to sell this house. But I think that if this house represents a lot of pain, and this thing does go the route of divorce, it might not be a bad idea to sell it, start fresh anyway, so you have some good mojo in the next house as you get healthy. But not neither one of us are saying you have to sell this house. You make pretty good money. Yeah. And I think Jade's right. I think if you just get serious and take care of yourself, and this is part of it, I think you can walk this out, and you make really good money. I think you have some extra motivation right now to sell as many cars as possible. So.
Yeah. And hey, don't keep this a secret. A lot of people would keep this a secret. Make sure you get some good girlfriends around you. This is the time. If you got brothers, call up your brothers, call up your dad, call up your grandfather, call up your pastor. These are times where you let people know what's going on and that you need help and that you need people around you, and let them help you and be there with you when you confront this person for the first time.
Yeah, thank you so much for the call.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.